Hello and welcome to Take This TV, the television book club podcast where each week we watch an episode or two of our favorite shows and we talk about them with our friends in the fandom. Hello, I'm Carmen and I'm joined as always by the amazing Kimberly Woods. Hi.
Hey, hot potatoes.
And this season we are watching Dark Matter.
And today we're on episode 8. Now, after this episode, we have one more to go. This episode is called Jupiter. And the description is, panicked and cornered, Jason 2 tells Daniela and Charlie they need to leave town immediately.
Right now. And if you haven't seen this episode, you should leave immediately and go watch it and then come back, because there will be spoilers.
This was a wild episode.
Y'all, so many Jasons.
Jasons all the way down.
Yes, we were talking before we started recording, and our director had a theory before we started really getting into the show that eventually there would be infinite Jasons, and it seems like it's true. They're just Jasons everywhere.
It was so cool and crazy, and they've all been through different things. Some were beat up, some have lost their Amandas.
I'm curious about all the different worlds they've been to. I kind of want to read the book now just to see what other worlds there are.
Yeah. Same.
But yes, what did you think about when original Jason, ran into a different Jason in the hallway of the hotel? That
was really wild. Because I think in this episode, the first time we see a Jason is our evil Jason being attacked, when he's taking out the trash, and so then he dies, and we're like, okay, well, that wasn't our Jason. What's happening here? That's a different Jason. This Jason doesn't have a bandage on his pinky, so it wasn't one of the other ones we saw in the last episode. Here we go.
Yeah.
So when I saw the hallway Jason face off, I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. This is really cool.
It is cool how each of them has a unique look. The costuming and stuff is so well done in this episode because there's just so many Jasons to keep up with. But after you kind of get the feel for it, you can keep track of who is who. An evil Jason is sort of having all the consequences of his actions literally haunting him in this episode while he's trying to give a college tour to Charlie.
He's literally having to kill different versions of himself, like the Prestige. It's okay, what's happening? Is he gonna keep continuing to do this? But yeah, I guess they couldn't come in at a certain time because he had sealed it up, and then now the seal is gone, and
the seal is literally broken. Yeah,
flooding in.
And so when good Jason goes to the bar, and he runs into another version of himself, that version of himself says that he's been there for a day or so already.
Yeah.
So it seems just like how evil Jason was stalking original Jason, that there may have been other versions of Jason who have been watching and waiting for an opportunity to strike. Mm-hmm. So we truly don't know how many of them are out there. And I'm so nervous about how is our Jason going to figure it out.
What did you think about his tactic to get Daniela to pick him up at the jail?
I was really confused because when he was smoking in the diner, I saw that he had the wedding band on.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, but this is our Jason, so why is he trying to get arrested?
Yeah, and why is he acting like a jerk?
Yeah, why is he being a jerk? But I think it makes sense because it's they would contact whoever the next of kin is directly, and because it's the cops, they probably wouldn't go it'd be a direct line to Daniela essentially.
Yeah.
So I felt like it was really clever.
I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
What did you think about seeing Dawn as the police officer?
That was great.
Yeah.
I like that nod. He was how did you become this and this? That was cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to see the other version of all the different people.
I think one of my favorite moments of this episode is when Daniela pushes evil Jason down the stairs. I wanted to stand up and cheer for that moment because it was so good.
He definitely had it coming.
Can you help me with the suitcase downstairs?
What did you think about when Jason and Daniela finally reunite at the police station?
I liked it. I mean, it made sense that she was, thinking it was actual evil Jason, so she was kind of still depressed and angry at him, and then the fact that she didn't buy it right away, you know, it's a little bit hard pill to swallow.
I'm from another reality.
That's an entirely different man. It wasn't me.
Yeah, I love that they had the phone call, because I feel like that was a way to expedite him gaining her trust or whatever. I am curious though, like after the car accident happened and then so many other Jasons showed up, like is that going to diminish her trust in original Jason? So I'll be excited to see what happens with that.
I don't know. And what are they now going to do? Because they're on the run. There's all these like versions of Jason like trying to get back to his family. Are they gonna hop in the box and go somewhere else? Or are they gonna stay here and try to fend off all these other Jasons?
I don't know. I was also thinking, so Jason 2 kills one of the Jasons at the school. And so I'm like, when they find the person's body, are they gonna ID the body as Jason?
It seems like it. Smiley Detective's gonna be like, what is going on?
Right, and what about the security cameras that will probably see both Jasons? So
all these Jasons.
Yeah, the cat's
everywhere.
Out of the bag.
Yeah. I don't know.
I did like seeing sort of Daniela trying to get Charlie out of the house. I think that whole sequence was really tense. I think they've had a few moments where like original Jason is like trying to sneak into the house and he has the kitchen knife, and they kind of like had nods to other genres and like horror and stuff, but I feel like the tension in that moment was really high, especially when he was like, aren't you gonna go get a suitcase?
Oh my
and he's
gosh.
just watching her. So creepy.
That was good.
Yeah.
I was laughing sometimes during this episode about some of the Jason's tactics. Not our Jason, but the one that was like stalking him on the campus, where he was like in broad daylight. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Like, so if you catch up to him, what are you gonna do?
That Jason, he didn't have any cares left in the world. He was like, I'll fight you in broad daylight in front of everybody. He looked like he had a hard time in life because he's like all burnt up and stuff. Yeah. So the Jason that original Jason met in the bar said that his version of Amanda, he lost her, and I was like, wait, but did she die? Because I was like, I don't know what that means. What did you think? It
sounded kind of like she did.
Oh.
Like either A, he either saw her die, or B, things were so bad he barely escaped with his life, and probably she was doomed and wherever he left her.
Dang.
Yeah.
I wonder if any of the like Jasons will have a Amanda with them, like a traveler.
Maybe. It seems like they would. And also, what about like, I guess there's another universe where Amanda has a Jason that stays
in the Utopia place. Yeah, that's kind of nice. And then Layton is also still out there.
Oh yeah, many versions of Layton, because the more you travel and make those choices, branches, like, and Layton was like,
yeah, because there's evil Layton from evil Jason's world, and then there is Layton 2, well, Layton from original Jason's world.
Yeah.
I forget what we called him. I think we called him Bro Layton. Yeah, so there's evil Layton and Bro Layton, and they're both just kind of like in the box doing their thing. So,
yeah, that'll be interesting. And then we still have like every version of Ryan that we have seen so far has had like such a horrible time. There has to be a lot of versions of Ryan that we haven't gotten to see. Hopefully in one of them he's doing better than we've seen.
He's not been having a good time.
Yeah.
And Amanda breaks into the, what's that thing called? Storage unit. And she finds Ryan's mechanic outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, she knows the whole truth now.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. I feel like this show is like, it's so good, and it definitely like keeps you guessing.
Yeah.
This episode, like, they've been building up to it, and then we have that intro title sequence that kind of alludes to all of this, and it's nice to have it pay off.
Yeah, and I do like how they played with the "It's a Wonderful Life" theme, and then like turned it on its head, like, haha, here it is. Nope, that's not what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that was cool.
He's gonna have to deal with the consequences of his actions, and there's a lot of consequences.
Jason's all the way down.
Yeah, Jason's all the way down. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're at Take This TV on Instagram and TikTok. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you like to listen to your podcasts. Leave us a review that helps us grow. And remember, it's dangerous to watch TV alone.